Hey everyone, I had been spamming Ringmaster support and had a great success with it, with a win rate of 65% in 200 games. Ringmaster is one of the strongest support heroes in the current patch. It is a strong laner, it offers high magical damage, saving spell, strong teamfight ultimate, and a potential to solo kill heroes. Not only that, Ringmaster is very versatile when it comes to itemization. I like to play with Carney Classics facet, and I will also share how you can play around innate abilities later in this video. There are two different builds you can start with: Tango, Sentry, Magic Stick if it's a good Magic Stick lane against heroes that spam low cooldown spells, otherwise Circlet for stats, Blood Grenade, 2 branches, Fairy Fire and Smoke to place vision on Bounty Rune before enemy team. Fairy Fire is a very good item on heroes that like to trade a lot in the laning stage. The instant 85 health restore can be used to outplay enemy while trading. As soon as the game starts, without wasting a second, you need to smoke and place vision for bounty rune and be ready to fight around it. Place vision for bottom bounty because it gives you two options. If your team is coming with you in smoke, you can place vision and wait for enemy team to come one by one to feed. If your team is sleeping in base, you can place vision and go die to Roshan afterwards. Roshan will always be in the bottom pit. Dying to Roshan gives you one innate ability that will give you head start in the laning stage. Take the Carney Classics facet because it's more valuable, easy to use and it makes your hero really hard to kill. Ringmaster can be played on both support roles. Keep the laning stage as simple as possible. Start with your third spell and play around it. Every time you have third spell available, trade with the enemy. While trading, don't tunnel vision yourself and keep it in mind that you don't wanna put yourself in 2 versus 1 situation. You will win all the 1v1 trades if you play around your third spell. When your third spell is on cooldown, you can chill a bit and play around your core and creep wave. I have seen many players taking so unnecessary trades when their spell is on cooldown, that's game losing. If you play with discipline and stop the autopilot gameplay, you will feel a huge difference in your game. Since you will be actively trading in the lane, you will also lose some health. After getting initial bounty runes, call for another pair of Tango or a healing salve. Your skill build in the laning stage can vary from matchup to matchup. If you're playing aggressive and you feel like there is no way the enemy team can catch you or your teammate in the lane, you can go for full damage type skill build. Max your first spell, it helps with the ultimate later on. If enemies draft has spells like Shaman Shackle, Faceless Void Chrono, Beastmaster Roar, Bane's ultimate, you can take your second spell on level 4 or level 5 depending upon when the enemy heroes are hitting their level 6. All the Carney Classics abilities of Ringmaster are pretty strong if you use them properly. Funhouse Mirror can be used to dodge auto attacks or spells very easily. The dodging aspect is better than Manta. Manta has 0.1 second cast time while Funhouse Mirror has 0.2 second cast time, which helps you dodge spells like Vent Stun, Disruptor Glimpse, Spirit Breaker's Charge, Kunkka's Ghost Shape, etc. if you time it properly, and it's very easy. Funhouse Mirror can also be used to get vision on map. You can just use it and send your illusion to an area where you need vision of. If you have Strongman Tonic or Jump ability, you can always bait enemy heroes into fighting you and outplay them at the last moment. The Jump ability allows you to reposition yourself and also slows enemy by 30% in 200 radius. Basically, enemies just cannot chase you. The innate abilities are very strong if they are timely used, and Dora players are too lazy to check which innate ability you are keeping at the moment, and they will always fall for it, which you can abuse every time. If you get silenced, you can still use the innate abilities, which makes your hero almost unkillable. Ringmaster has a lot of spells and it can always offer a lot of value in other lanes as well if enemy heroes are playing really deep around your tower. Mid players often make this mistake. They play on enemies' high ground, which is punishable if you teleport or happen to be around mid. The best time to teleport is when the enemy's mid laner is farming creeps on your high ground. If you're teleporting, make sure you have your mana to use your spells and enemy's mid laner doesn't have abilities to run away. Impalement Art slows the enemy's movement speed by 100% for 0.8 seconds, and the first spell's max channel time is 1 second. To make sure your spells don't miss, slow enemy with third spell and instantly use your first spell on it if you're using it without any stun setup from your team. Right now, Dota is all about playing around objectives. In laning stage, you have to control neutral camps, Lora's pool, and if you don't care about it, you can be punished easily. Similarly, after the laning stage, power runes are very important objective around which support should always play. It's night time on 6th minute when the first power rune spawn. Place a ward around the power rune you want to play and help your mid laner secure power rune. If the enemy mid laner has a bottle and you deny power rune from them, their game is affected a lot by this one single move. There are going to be games where the entire early game will be dependent on your rotation to power rune. Monkey King and Death Prophet had same net worth around 6 minutes, but due to support's rotation on power rune, now Monkey King has a better game and is able to snowball. Supports helped mid laner and mid laner helped their team with stealing wisdom and ganking. All of this would not have been possible if supports were AFK in their lanes. Some games you will just secure the rune for your mid laner and there won't be much fight happening. But at least the enemy mid laner will not get the power rune which they can use to gank other lanes. Sometimes enemy mid laner will get power rune because it spawned on the other side. But then there will be games where your rotation will be the difference maker. Playing around power rune is very important and Ringmaster has a lot of spells to offer around it. After taking the wisdom rune, your main focus should be to get your level 6. Ringmaster has a power spike on level 6 with ultimate. You should not waste your time doing random stuff on the map, rather focus on how I can get levels. The easiest way to level up is by taking solo experience in mid lane. I know in your bracket your mid laner will not give you the lane. In that case, what you can do is stack neutrals for them and offer them to farm stacks while you take the solo experience in the lane. Getting level 6 fast will make the game a lot easier for you. Keep a smoke with yourself when you're level 6 and look for a team fight or a pick off. The fights are going to be very easy for you if you fight around your ultimate. When the ultimate is on cooldown, you can chill and play behind your teammates, stack neutrals. There are timers around which the heroes are strong. If you start thinking about those timers, you will realize how easy the game is. Stop randomly fighting everywhere on the map and play around your strong timers. On level 6, Ringmaster can deal 1000 damage with spells and auto attacks in his combo. If you're playing against heroes with low health pool, you can always look to solo kill them on map. Max channel your first spell from fog and use your ultimate behind them in fear duration. With impalement arts and right click you will deal a little more than 1000 damage. Ringmaster is very versatile with item choices. If you like to make Glimmer Cape, Solar Crest type of items, you can go for them after Arcane Boots. Glimmer Cape when enemy has a lot of magical damage, Solar Crest when enemy has a lot of physical damage lineup. The build that I love on Ringmaster is Magic Wand, Brown Boots and Road of Arrows. This allows me to set up teamfights really easily without depending on my teammates. Skipping Arcane Boots will cause you mana issues and for that I rely on neutral item, enchantment and clarities. After Atos, I go for Glimmer or Force Staff depending upon what I really need in the game. If I am playing against heroes that like to jump and close distance like Storm Spirit, Ursa, Magnus, Dragon Knight with Blink, I replace Atos with Eul Scepter. I can use the same ultimate combo with Eul and Eul also provides me safety against these heroes because then these heroes can never jump me. Itemize in a way that you become really hard to kill. For example, make items like Eul, Force Staff, Glimmer Cape, Ghost Scepter. When supports don't die first in teamfights or when they're really hard to kill because they can kite around with their items, they offer a lot of impact. In teamfights, your job as Ringmaster is to stay behind your teammates and not reveal your position if possible, or position yourself in a way that enemy heroes are not able to focus their target on you. Bait your teammates, it's okay, but make sure your spells connect. There is no need to right click enemy heroes, just play around your spells. Think about how you want to use your spells. For example, in this game there's Legion Commander which gives me an idea that I want to save my second spell to counter Legion's Commander ultimate. Think about every spell like this to have maximum impact and you don't cluelessly press all buttons and miss them. In the mid game, always look to do something around your ultimate. Find a hero you can pair with and play around them. In this game, Ringmaster can pair up with Tide or OD. With Astral setup, Ringmaster can do the ultimate combo which can lead to pickoffs and create pressure on the map. Similarly, when Tidehunter has Ravage, Ringmaster can fight around Tide. That's a lot of AoE damage and control. Playing around right heroes that complement your spells makes the game very easy for you to play, and it doesn't always have to be core that you can pair up with. It can be any hero. You will get the idea when you will start actively thinking about these things in your game. When your ultimate is on cooldown, you can make decisions based on how the game is going. If your team is strong and they are running in, you can follow them and use your spells from maximum range. If something goes wrong, run away and don't chain feed with your teammates. You will always have good position in teamfight if you play behind your teammates and don't right click heroes in fight, only play around your spells. In case your team is chilling and not looking for a fight, you can look at the enemy's draft and think about the moves they can make with their heroes. Right now, Shaker and Night Stalker are missing from map. If Ursa goes to farm this bottom lane alone, there is a chance enemy team smoke ganks this Ursa. Just to be safe, I am playing around my carry, so if enemy team ganks him, I am there to save him, and I can only do this if I am hiding somewhere safe rather than standing next to Ursa in creep wave. At level 10, get 200 escape art cast range. It allows you to save your teammates while keeping a good position yourself. At level 15, if enemy has a lot of disables, go for debuff immunity on first spell. Otherwise, the right talent is also good. At level 20, go for first spell damage, it helps you push out the waves really easily later on. And lastly, strong dispel and flying on escape art. If you're still losing game after watching this video, that's probably because you're not trading efficiently around your third spell in the lane, you're not rotating for power rune, you're not focusing on playing around your ultimate, you're dying first in teamfights because you're going front even though you should be playing behind your teammates, you're playing with the wrong pair of hero, you're missing your spells because you have bad position in fight. If you play behind your teammates, you automatically are in a good position to use your spells freely, which increases your impact a lot. Itemize in a way that it becomes impossible to kill your hero. I hope this was helpful. If you are looking to improve your game understanding in any role, I offer private coaching sessions which can help you improve your skills and become a better player just as they have for my previous students. Limited slots have been opened for April. If you're interested, you can join my Discord linked in description. Other than that, I want to share a quick note about Dota Academy, a private community for Dota players. If you're serious about improving, check the link in description to join.